Hey guys, Magnus Robert here, bringing you another video. Now, the Thanksgiving update that we got was pretty terrible. I think most people agree that it's not very good. So, what this is today, I was meant to do this video before the Thanksgiving update dropped. I ran out of time, and I didn't think I didn't listen to people when they were saying that it was going to come straight after Halloween. I don't know why I heard that and I thought, nah, it can't be, even though it made complete sense. I just kind of ignored it, and it's my fault really. So I didn't have this update out in time for Thanksgiving, so I'm doing it now. So instead of kind of proposing this as this maybe could be what we get, and trying to like clickbait people into watching my ideas videos, which is what I did with the Halloween one. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah, I figured what I would do instead is kind of like give you an alternative for like a Thanksgiving update we could get. Now, this is from the Bart versus Thanksgiving update, which I think, to be honest, is the biggest episode that I want them to do a Thanksgiving update on. I just think there's so much potential for it, and it's bizarre to me as to why they haven't touched this episode yet. Like, this is like the Thanksgiving episode. They're like the OG one, and they've not touched on it. And I just think there's a great message for this update, and also like a great theme that kind of, Thanksgiving is a theme, but it also has another theme to it too. Now, I have done an update, like an update idea on this episode in the past, but I've kind of updated it here. I've got some sort of new stuff in here, and yeah, I think I just want to share it to you guys. So let's get into it. So the Thanksgiving parade is coming up, but all the rich Springfielders are complaining that it can't go down because of all these damn homeless people around town. Some of the town rally behind Burns, who promises to get rid of the homeless once and for all. Lisa, though, thinks it's wrong, and after some convincing, Homer, Bart, and Marge are also convinced it's wrong too. So you make Homer give to the homeless and make Lisa give to the homeless, and this will start the event. The event currency will be spare change, and yeah, there you go. Well, we've got started. So in the Super Premium is going to be a combo, and this will be the Springfield Men's Mission with Barry Huffman. Is that his name? Wait, it's Barry Duffman, right? Have I just like accidentally... Have I put like a typo here? Is this a typo or is this his name? No, I'm pretty sure it's Duffman, right? Barry Duffman, anyway, for $8.99 or pounds. So yeah, this is basically just a costume for Duffman, and a building which will come with it too, similar to the Big Baby Barney and with the Lullaby. It's a premium character with a sort of a premium character's costume in a bundle. Now, I don't like super premiums, but the one sort of benefit of them is that they do add more content. I mean, I suppose they could always just add stuff to the store, but they don't. They refuse to do that. But yeah, a rundown building. It's like a homeless shelter, obviously. It's a Springfield's Men's Missions. It's basically just a homeless shelter, and you'll get Barry Duffman with it as well as a costume for Duffman. So yeah, pretty cool combo. And then in the actual store is going to be the rescue mission with the homeless guys for 150 donuts. These guys will be a 2-in-1 character. Now, they never give it a name, but they do have play a fairly biggish role in the Bart versus Thanksgiving episode. So I think it would be a missed opportunity not to add them. They've added these kind of unnamed minor characters before. Say for example, the Robot Rumble announcers were added as a character, and we've had like other minor ones that have been named as well. I think like Crazy Vaclav, for example, is like such a minor character, but he's added as his own character. When I think like in the past, the game would just add Crazy Vaclav's place of cars and just not bother adding him. If we're talking like what they used to do back in the day. So I think these two guys could be pretty solid characters. I actually would really like them, despite them being two unnamed dudes. I think, yeah, call them the homeless guys. I think that works, whatever. I think calling them hobos is a bit... I don't know, calling them the hobos, I don't know. I think the homeless guys just is fine. And yeah, they come with the rescue mission, which is similar to the men's mission. Obviously, they're both very similar-ish buildings in the sense that they've got similar names, and they're both essentially just homeless shelters. And I think even down to the boarded up window here and the boarded up window there, and maybe they are meant to be the same building. It's possible that they're like, this is just like an earlier rendition of this one. But yeah, I don't know. Just add them as two separate buildings. Why not? We're adding two homeless shelters to the game. Yeah, they're two separate, they're two similar buildings. But this update is like a homeless update, so it makes sense to me. The two homeless guys thank Homer and Lisa for their kindness and comment that normally Thanksgiving is spent searching for food or cigarettes. Homer can't bear to see people on the streets of Springfield being forced onto the streets of Shelbyville. It's just not right. So you make Homer invite homeless people back home, make Lisa give out Thanksgiving dinner, make Marge make space in the house, and make Burns release the hounds on the homeless. You make Springfield earn some spare change, and this will unlock Bumtown. Now this Bumtown here will be a sort of 6-in-1 building, kind of similar to buildings like the actual North Pole and, like Toy Town and all that. Like buildings that you can kind of put the road through and sort of add to your town. And, there's a few buildings in there like massage parlor and things like that. And there's like a liquor store. Just like simple buildings. And it's seen in a few different episodes. So there's plenty of options. I say just go with the classic appearance and kind of, add these buildings to the game. Now, the reason why it can be called Skid Row or it can be called Bumtown, it's kind of been referred to as, I think, Junktown as well. It's been referred to by, like, different names. Junktown, like, the legal clinic was there, obviously. So you can call it whatever. I think Bumtown might be the more derogatory one, to be honest, so maybe not Bumtown. But Skid Row is kind of, like, based on a real place, so maybe Junktown's better. I don't know. But then Junktown's not much better than Bumtown. I don't know. I'm trying to be like, maybe I'm being like too PC about it, but yeah, call it whatever. Moving on. Lisa suggests they find something to help the homeless back into homes that can be their Thanksgiving gift. Oh yeah. So Lisa's trying to find something to help the homeless back into their homes, and that can be their Thanksgiving gift. It's I put the wrong there. Oops. And she asks Quimby to set up some sort of halfway house to get the homeless back on their feet. Quimby says, A, the men's mission is enough, and B, Duffman is already giving motivational speeches to the homeless. Lisa argues more is needed, and Homer, and the homeless guys will set it up if he won't. So you make Lisa set up a charity, make Homer help Lisa, make Quimby allocate funds, and make the Springfielders earn spare change, and this will unlock the Free S Club. Now you might be saying, that says 4-H Club. So the thing is, 4-H Club is like an actual non-profit, charitable organisation. How bothered would they be about their copyright? I'm not sure, but considering it, the thing is depicted as like this rundown, this rundown place, they might not be too happy with like Tapped Out making it that. So I say just call it the Free S Club, and you can kind of in the little building task, when you tap on it, you can just put safety, shelter, sandwiches. Right? That's the motto. Obviously, 4-H means like, I think it's like, God, what is it? Health. Housing or something like that. It's like health housing. It's like free H's, like free positive things that they are trying to do. So I kind of made it the Free S Club instead. Safety, shelter, and as a joke, sandwiches. So and then just call it, literally just change this to Free S, and then there you go, Free S Club. Again, they've done this before. Rats Court Mall was just literally called the Starcourt Mall, like from Stranger Things, and they just they renamed it when they added it to Tapped Out. Do the same thing with this. Burns intrudes on Lisa's good deeds and complains that this is all not a good solution. These homeless will just end up back on the streets of Springfield with his team of lawyers. Lisa and Homer's charity is shut down for copyright. Burns is on the board of the 4-H Club after all. The homeless guy sees how sad Lisa is, and they both decide to find the money to get the charity up and running once again. So you make Homer argue in court, make the homeless guys... running up again. So they ask each other, what do we sell? And Gil comes up asking for their eyes. So you make Lisa mope about her charity, make Burns shut down charities, make Homer argue in court, make the homeless guys find easy cash, and this will unlock the cash for your eyes building, as you can see here. Very disturbing, but it's kind of like inside the the Skid Row, the Bumtown area, so why not? I mean, Gil also goes into it. Lisa finds out what's happening and stops the homeless men right as Dr. Nick is about to take their eyes. She tells them that she doesn't want this, but it's too late. Burns is kicking the homeless out of Springfield. A train is going to bring them all to Shelbyville. Lisa panics, not knowing what to do, but Marge has a solution. If all the homeless donate blood, they'll have enough money for a hotel room for a night, and that way, when Burns comes a knocking for all the shelters and searches all the streets, they'll all be gone. So you make homeless donate blood times 3 if you own any homeless people, and obviously this will include Chad, what's his name, Lumpwick, whatever, that Chester. Oh, what's his name? The Itchy and Scratchy dude, the homeless guy who turns out to be the inventor of Itchy and Scratchy. It'll include him, obviously the two homeless guys if you've obviously bought them, and it will also include. God, actually, I don't think there is anyone else. I guess Crazy Cat Lady? No, she has a house. Oh, whatever. Maybe ×2. Make Marge donate blood ×3. And yes, you will have to send Marge 3 times to donate blood. I mean, this is like something in her character. Like, I think there was like an award ceremony once, and she was like, she won an award for donating the most blood, and she's here like fainting. Make Lisa thank Marge and make Burns start rounding up the homeless. And that will unlock, I've got to put, the Springfield Plasma Center. So the Springfield Plasma Center is obviously a blood place. It obviously appears in the Bart vs. Thanksgiving episode. It's a place in like Skid Row. I think it is in Skid Row. I'm not sure. It might just be like off the offskirts of it. But anyway, it's like kind of like it's a Thanksgiving themed building anyway, because obviously it's got like all turkeys and stuff on the building. Plus it showed up in a Thanksgiving episode, so makes sense. The homeless guys tell Lisa, thanks, we all made it, we all avoided the train, basically. Well, apart from the singing hobo. He lives on the train after all. Lisa vows not to leave any homeless person behind and sets off with the homeless guys to save the singing hobo. The hobo sings about how Lisa tried to stop the train and save him, but he refused to go. Lisa is confused, and he sings that his home is in the train. Homer offers him a sponge bath because Lisa's like upset about it. So Homer's like, I'll give you a sponge bath. And he's like, oh yeah, I'll get off the train. So you make Lisa save all the homeless, make Homer give a sponge bath, make Burns curse out the homeless, and make Springfielders earn spare change. And this will unlock the singing hobo as a full playable character. So I think also adding the singing hobo kind of fits in nicely to past Thanksgiving events, because obviously we got Paul Bunyan in one event, which was obviously from the Singing Hobo's Tall Tale, and we also got Coney Appleseed, which was from one of his Tall Tales. So I think it kind of makes sense that he is kind of like this Thanksgiving character, and obviously on top of that we have the Thanksgiving episode, which obviously has these two homeless guys in it. So I think it's actually a perfect free character to chuck in there, adding the Singing Hobo, and I think he's a fun one to unlock. So the Thanksgiving parade goes ahead with the homeless all helping to contribute to it. So you make Lisa and Homer attend the Thanksgiving parade, and that will be the end of the event. So let's look at some character tasks and animations. So for Barry Duffman, the costume for Duffman, we've got give a pep talk to the homeless. This will basically include him on a chair outside the Springfield's men's mission. There'll be like a little chalkboard, as you can see in the background there, and there'll be like 2 NPC homeless guys listening to Duffman. Raise money for 4 hours, that'll be the men's mission. Serve soup to the hungry, again, same building he comes with. Break back into Duffman for 12 hours. So this is him trying to resist breaking back into Duffman. He keeps ripping his shirt off to show his Duffman attire, and he's like, no, and he puts his shirt back on. He's like, no, I can't do it. And this could be part of his quest line as well. He wants to be good and help, not further people's addictions with to alcohol. He wants to help the homeless, and he just can't resist the Duffman mentality though. And then try live a normal life for 24 hours. That will be at I guess like the Brown House maybe. And then for the homeless guys, we have fight over $1 for 60 minutes. So there'll be like $1. Essentially, yeah, there'll just be $1. They'll both be kind of fighting for it, tugging at it, and then they'll both let go, and it will blow away in the wind, and then they'll both chase it. They'll both grab it at the same time, and then repeat. Debate selling their eyes for 4 hours. That will be at the Sell Your Eye place. Help other homeless for 8 hours. That will be at the building that they come with. Make the best of life for 12 hours. So I'm not sure. I don't really want to show them drinking necessarily, but I just kind of want one where they're having fun. So maybe there's a little hog roast. They've got a pig or something over a sort of makeshift barbecue or makeshift fire. They've just got something, and maybe you could have a joke. It could be a raccoon. Actually, yeah, that's good. That's a good animation. Let's include some raccoons. So yeah, this is the new animation. So they're stood over a fire. They're cooking a raccoon. They're eating the raccoon. Okay, it's cooking over the fire, and maybe there can be a little boot over the fire as well, some sort of little joke. And they're just there, kind of having fun. Maybe they're playing cards. Maybe they are drinking. Maybe I don't know. They could be whatever, but. Yeah, stuff like that. Cook the raccoon. Kill the raccoon. I hate raccoons in this game. And then keep donating blood for 24 hours. That will be the plasma center. And then for the singing hobo, we have got get a sponge bath. So this will be a 60-minute animated task, and it will include Homer Simpson. So basically, he will show up. He'll just be sat there. To be fair, I think he should be like sat in like a little bath, like a little sort of metal tub. He's sat in, or like a little metal trough or whatever. He's sat in that. Obviously, his parts are underneath the water, and he lifts his little hairy leg up, and Homer's there scrubbing him with a sponge, and that's the animation. Raise money for a new guitar for 4 hours. This will be at King Toots. Ride the train for 8 hours. This will be at the Union Station if you own it. If you don't own the Union Station, I guess it will just have to be like the Brown House or the Town Hall or something. Sing a tall tale for 12 hours. So a part of me just wants him to be sat on like a haystack like this, singing a song, and that's it. And he's just that's the whole animation. Now you could elevate it a little bit and have like thought bubbles, but I kind of don't like thought bubbles, and I think it's just kind of lazy. So I think honestly, just having him sit on the stack, just kind of singing, I think I'd be happy with that. You know, he's the singing hobo. We should have an animation with him singing, even if it is a bit, you know, uneventful and unvisual. I don't know. I think it's needed. And then raid the library for more tall tales. For more tales to tell, even. That will be for 24 hours at the Springfield Library, because he's run out of things to sing about. Anyway, that is my event, so I hope you have enjoyed. I think, yeah, there's a nice message to this one. Let's not kick the homeless out into Shelbyville. They're quite happy on the streets of Springfield. That's the message. And I think, yeah, there's definitely some really cool characters. The theme works, and it also ties into, like, you know, the singing hobo ties into past Thanksgiving updates, and as well as this being a Thanksgiving episode that focuses so heavily on the, you know, the homeless parts of Springfield. I just think it's such a good opportunity here, and like why they did like that crappy Atom Smasher event instead of something like this, I don't know, it was beyond me. So this is my message to EA. You can steal this idea, EA. I've made an amazing event here, okay? I've given you plenty of, like, 4 buildings in the prize track. Maybe it's too generous. No decorations. It is generous. But you know what, EA? After that Thanksgiving you gave us this year, you deserve to give us a Thanksgiving like this, okay? You have to. Sorry, deserve? You need to give it a Thanksgiving. You owe it to us. For that terrible Thanksgiving we got this year, I want this one to replace it, okay? So EA, steal my idea, all right? My idea is not copyrighted. I mean, it's all the stuff that you license anyway. But you can steal my idea, and I won't even make much of a fuss about it. I'll like mention it in my review, okay? I won't ask for credit. I won't ask for anything, okay? Steal this idea, please, okay? Just steal it, rip it straight up, okay? You still, you know, you got your super premium there. It's a pretty cool super premium item. You got your premium item there, and then you've got your prize track. The prize track, bit generous, I realise, but come on, you've got to do it. Anyway, that's it, boys and girls. Sorry, I had to appeal to my EA overlords, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Goodbye, and tell me your thoughts on the event, please.